103.2 Preston FM.
Your community.
Your radio.
103.2 Preston FM.
Your community.
Your radio.
And Chat City, my third guest this morning. It's nice to welcome into the studio once again, not seen him for a few weeks, Mark Whittle, who's the BID events manager here in Preston. So Mark, hello.
Morning.
So what New Year's resolutions have you broken already then? Any?
All of them, yes. Yeah, I tend to not set too many, only because I know that I will end up breaking them. But no, we've got off to a good flying start actually for New Year. New Year for a lot of businesses and for people in general is a kind of re-evaluation, reflection and planning time. But literally when we come back, we're straight into, obviously we've got this big event at the end of the month. There's no rest for the wicked, as they say.
That's right. And I mean, throughout the year, with the kind of finance and that, people tend to go kind of April to April, don't they, in the financial world and business world. Does that apply to PressFest, or is the beginning of a new year, it's targeting what actually you're going to be doing in Preston throughout the year?
Well, our kind of bid project does run April to April, as many do, but for, obviously, you know, the whole world or the whole business world doesn't really know time frames. It just knows profit and loss, doesn't it? And we know that January's a really quiet month. So we thought, well, we're going to do 2 PressFest campaigns this year. One later on in the year, probably September, October time. But we were going to hold this originally in October last year, but then we had some kind of, not concerns, but some comments from the industry that it will be pretty busy anyway around the Halloween period, so maybe we should save PressFest for when we're really struggling and add that extra element to that weekend. So January historically is a quiet month because people are, as I say, battening down the hatches after Christmas. So the word on the street from the industry was, let's look at doing it at the end of January. So we put the wheels in motion and we're ready to go.
And for the listeners, PressFest, of course, is Preston Festival. So it's coming up when?
From Thursday the 30th of January to Saturday the 1st. It's a 3-night affair. And it really is about celebrating Preston by night. When we're the proud holder of Purple Flag accreditation, which we've spoken about before, and still the only place in Lancashire to have that. But people really didn't understand what Purple Flag meant unless you're in the industry of the nighttime or hospitality industry. So we looked at really creating a party around the fact that we are an award-winning destination in terms of a night out. So PressFest was born out of that, really. So it's about profiling what's on offer of a night time. It's not all about going out and getting riotously drunk, having a pizza and going home. There is an element of partying in it. There is an element of celebration, but there's also an element of family in there as well.
I thought for a moment you'd see me on my Friday nights out, so I'm pleased you complimented me on what exactly it is about. So it's about family nights out and getting into the city.
Yeah, I mean, early doors across the Saturday night, which really is the headline night of what we do. Thursday and Friday Thursday really is about the venues. All weekend, of course, is about the venues, but Thursday is about promoting people to maybe go out and try a venue you haven't tried before. Hence, some of them will be doing special offers on dining and on entry, on entertainment, special events, etc. So people that ordinarily wouldn't really visit the city centre of a night time on a Thursday might say, actually, there's a special offer or there's something a bit different. Let's take the kids or let's take mum and dad and let's go and have a look at it. Friday is again about the venues, but we'll also be visiting 20 venues around the city centre chosen at random to do competitions. So in 20 venues there'll be a chance to win £50 to spend on your night out in Preston. So if you're in a restaurant, it could be a golden envelope under a chair. If you're in a club or a bar, it could be a dance competition or something like that. But we'll be publishing this Friday the 20 venues where we'll be visiting on that night on Friday the 31st to give away the money. So it's about encouraging people to go to different venues. So if you go out ordinarily on a Friday and you go to 3 or 4 venues and you don't generally deviate from that, if we're potentially giving away money in a different venue you've never been to, you might go and have a look and then become a regular customer. So it's about trying to move people to different venues, but also promoting the venues that they'd ordinarily go to as well.
Do you often get public feedback, about what people would like here in Preston?
We do, and actually we're right in the middle of doing something that we do annually at the moment called the General Public Survey, and we survey 1,000 people that come to Preston to take their opinion on, a lot of it is on the activities that we do, but a lot of it is on the wider sense of Preston. Like, for example, parking, is parking easy? Is it safe? Is it cheap enough? Or what makes you visit elsewhere? We also ask them about the offer of Preston. Is the customer service is good? Is the welcome nice? Is it a vibrant city? Do you like the events? What would you like to see us doing more or less of? But not just bid, other agencies as well. Now, that normally takes us about 5 months to get these survey results. I'm pleased to say we're about 3/4 of the way through after 2 weeks this time. We've really gone at it. And I think once that survey result or the analysis has been done, compare it to last year, at the moment, everything seems to be a little bit more positive than it was last year, which is a nice thing, not just for us, but for the people of Preston. There's a lot of pride in Preston. But I think once those survey reports are ready, it would be good to kind of have a look at what people are saying is good and what we could do better. And so we do get feedback, and it's not always great, you know. Opinion is exactly that, isn't it?
Yes.
And the difficulty with our role is really we have to try and be everything to everybody, because we represent the solicitors, we represent the shops, we represent the pubs and the restaurants, we represent local authorities and public service. It can be hard to try and keep everybody happy, but that's why we have so many different projects, because obviously this is for the nighttime economy, the markets and the Christmas events bring in footfall, the daytime economy. We do the Winkley Square hangout, and we've got the affiliate membership of the Chamber of Commerce for the profession. So we have a suite of different products and services for our customers, but of course sometimes it's difficult to keep everybody happy.
Yeah. Do you, I mean, but this is not face to face, this is members of the public, it's not businesses feedback.
No, this is, yeah.
Are you
this
talking
is a
about
project.
General public feedback to you?
In terms of the survey, that's a general public survey, but we also survey our levy payers, or our customers, who are the funders of what we do. And that's really how we get our business plan, because we ask them what do they like, what don't they like, what should we continue doing, what should we stop, and then we basically plan our activities based on what they've fed back to us. Because ultimately it's their money, we're custodians of it, and we generate events and activities and campaigns on the back of what they would like us to do. So it's never a case of we've got it and we're going to do this, that and the other. We take the direction very seriously.
And certainly you're right about there being a pride with people who live in Preston and work in Preston, because doing this programme, so many people come and sit in the studio day in, day out every week, and the pride of Preston just comes out, and you can tell that it's there, it's genuine about people loving the city and wanting to see the city grow. And last week I interviewed Councillor Bikku Patel, who was talking about the vision for nightlife here in Preston, and then we had the Mayor of Preston in on Monday. We were also discussing that. And I mean, the city just could be such a vibrant and brilliant place to spend evenings, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could, and it is in a lot of ways.
And it is, yeah.
The difficulty is, and we read, and we've contacted Bikku about this statement in the press, and we actually said, you know, you may not be aware that we're Purple Flag accredited, which is a real prestigious thing for a nighttime economy. There are lots of things because they were talking about the family audience. There are things for the family audience, but the problem here in Preston is you have to search them out a little bit more than you would in major cities. And we are working with the City Council and other partners on putting together basically a one-stop shop website. So if you want to invest in Preston, if you want to relocate to Preston, if you want to educate your children in Preston, if you just want to go and have something to eat.
Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed today's interview, why not tweet Huey at ChatCityPFM.